Hey guys, so I really wasn't gonna vlog today. I just was not in the mood. I don't know if it's because I'm PMSing or what it is or what's going on. Um, but I figured instead of being in the funk, feeling like shit, or any of those negative emotions that I write down my goals for 2019. It is New Year's Eve, so happy New Year's to everybody. Originally, I was just gonna upload a cleaning vlog for tomorrow, but I figured instead I just do this. I know a lot of you guys know that I follow the law of attraction, and if you're not familiar with the law of attraction, go on Netflix, hit search for The Secret, and watch it. That movie or that documentary pretty much shifted my whole life. And some people might say it didn't work or you're a fool for believing in it because of how my life has been for the past 10 years since I've watched it. But to be honest, I've manifested a lot in my life. And I will say that everything that I went through the last 10 years, I asked for it. So I can't really say it didn't work because um it kind of did. Instead of doing like a vision board or something, because I always do vision boards, and I want to do something different because there's this saying that goes, you keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. And so this year I wanted to do something different. The previous years I usually write down what that year taught me. So like 2015, I did what 2015 taught me, what 2016 taught me. And this year I didn't do that. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to focus on the past. I don't want to focus on anything that could be kind of negative in a sense. I'm trying to rewire my brain and shift my mindset into a different place, especially now that I'm in a place that physically in a place that I have and I manifested. So I don't want to focus on the things that are not working. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I just know that I just wanted to get out of this feeling that I'm feeling. Like I've been feeling like this for the past couple of days, and I'm trying to get out of it. And I most likely it's because Airflow came and left and my cycle was a little off. So, and I did have like a little scare thinking, is another baby coming? Nope. I figured I'd do something different. If you go back to like my very first YouTube video, I used to do this challenge called the 100-Day Reality Challenge. Basically, it's based off of the Secret and the Law of Attraction. I fell off of it, and that was because of like everything that was going on in my life. I decided to revisit that a little bit. I didn't really announce it or anything because usually one of the techniques or one of the ways to help you achieve or manifest what it is that you want is by doing journaling or video journals. You take 100 days and you write down the goals that you want to accomplish within that 100 days. And it's not so much, the whole year. It's not like a long-term type of a thing. It's more of a short-term goal to what you want to accomplish within those 100 days. And I used to manifest a lot within 100 days. This time I'm going to do a 2019 goals only because while I'm in this program for this house, it's 2 years. So why not just focus on what I can do within this year? I'm eventually I might break down. Eventually, I'm saying eventually, and most likely after I'm done with this vlog, I'm going to break it down to what I can accomplish within 100 days. And then break it down even further to what it is that I need to do in order to accomplish it. The way I write my goals down, it's not like the typical way of how you write your goals down. I write my goals down as if I already have it. It's already in the present tense. It's already mine. I'm not even hoping for it or I'm not thinking about it. I already write it down to where it's like, this is already happening in my life. And the reason why I write my goals like that is because I want my brain to make it believe like it's here. I already have it, I already obtained it. And usually I get affirmations and write them out and stuff. But this time I don't want to do that. This time I actually want to look for quotes or pictures or something like that. Kind of like a vision board, but it's not a vision board. Instead, I want to take a section of every part of the house and make that into like my own vision board. So like downstairs, like if I do a family picture, one of my goals is to have like a solid foundation and relationship with my family and friends, and I would do like a quote for that, and then like put it like everywhere throughout the house. I kind of want to do like something like that, like kind of like feng shui. Every year I usually purchase a law of attraction planner. I've shown it a couple of times on my channel, and I never really like probably went into depth about it. I've talked about it on my blog, and it's not on my blog anymore, but what I'll do is I'll probably recreate another blog post about it. The law of attraction planner, it pretty much like tries to keep your mindset focused on what it is that you need to do, your action plan, your goals, and everything that you want to accomplish for the day or the week. It depends on which one you purchase. The first time I bought it, I purchased the 30-day one, and then that one, like you can just put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds and all the ink disappears as long as you use a erasable pen. If you guys are interested in the law of attraction planner, I'll leave the link in the description box. It is an affiliate link, but that's because I worked with them before. So this is my goals. My goal is to get a vehicle. I do want to get a vehicle for our family size, and I'm not looking to get like a 2019 or a 2018. I'm not picky about the year. I'm not picky about getting all the bells and whistles on the car. I just want a vehicle to be able to travel with the kids. And eventually, like I mentioned before, we want to get an RV or a travel trailer or something and go camping. That's something that we have decided and been set on doing for our family since we've been camping. Now we're set on it. Like we want to do that more often, and we had a lot of fun doing it. I'm not sure what's going to happen with work. I'm still applying for jobs, but I'm not like expecting anything in return. I know you guys seen me typing in one of the videos and a lot of you were like, yo, you type really fast. And that's because like I went to like a boys and girls Olivet's type of a thing, and my mentor was like, you have to type and you have to do coding, like the lessons, and you have to practice before you go on and do games or AOL chat room or anything like that. And then I went to high school and I took typing 1 and typing 2 classes. And the teacher was the same way. You have to practice doing your typing before you could play games. And so that's why I was able to type so fast. I know a lot of people might be shocked, but I can type about 100 and 150 words per minute. It just depends on my mood, honestly, or if I'm even like able to concentrate on it. I know a lot of software. I know a lot of programs. I know how to code freehand without having to look it up. I hate coding. It's not one of my favorite things to do. I was forced to kind of learn how to do it, but in a way I'm kind of glad that my mentor forced me to learn how to code, because now I have a blog and I don't have to hire anybody to do the designing and all that stuff. I could basically do it on my own, or I can just call my sister and be like, hey, do you remember how to do this? But pretty much everything is online now, so it's not that hard to learn how to do it. It's just you have to force yourself to do it and have like that self-discipline to teach yourself how to do it. And then I also went to ID Tech when I was a kid for a summer, and they taught us how to do video editing, blogging, how to build a computer, how to build robots, and they taught us a whole bunch of stuff. And I didn't know it then, but that kind of like sparked this whole YouTube thing and blogging. And it's funny because I was talking to my sister-in-law the other night, and we were like, yeah, we were doing blogging before it was even called blogging. And I was doing blogging before it was even called blogging. Back then, we were just video recording stuff, and I was just writing and typing. To me, it was like an online journal or like a virtual diary, if you want to call it that. And I just thought it was funny that like now there's terms for it compared to how it was back then. I don't know how to word this without sounding negative or without making it the wrong way, because I do have 2 job interviews coming up after the New Year's. I have one on the 3rd, and then I'm waiting for somebody to call me back for another one. She did say that they'll call me after the holidays to schedule an interview. But if I don't get those jobs, I'm not going to sweat it. The reason why I say that is because I do have this opportunity to be here and figure out something to do with my life that will benefit me and my family. And so if those don't come through, I do want to go back to school. And I figured going back to school to do something that I want to do and what I love to do, and that is social media, YouTube, blogging. And there is a course called Communications and Journalism. And even though if it has nothing to do with YouTube or social media or anything like that, it's a huge, broad career that I can get into. There's broadcasting, I can work for a newspaper, or anything that I want to do, I can put myself into it. And then I can also do like public relations, and there's so many different options that I can do with that kind of degree. So I want to get back into school and possibly get my degree in journalism and communications and learn about more about it, I should say, because everything that I do now is pretty much self-taught, but it's different when you have a piece of paper or college credits to say, hey, she knows what she's talking about. Yeah, I'm really hoping I get a job, but at the same time, if I don't, then I'm just going to pursue what it is that I want. And everybody around me keeps telling me that I should just go for schooling while I'm here. It's not like it will hurt me if I'm not working, because if I'm not working, I'll continue to get cash assistance, and Leon is trying to go back to work himself. Everybody's saying I might as well just utilize the opportunity that I have to be able to go back and get my degree. The degree takes about 2 years to get, and that's how long we're going to be here. So I might as well just do it and get it done and over with. And that way I can have my degree, and whether if I go work for somebody or I work for myself, I have the credentials to show that I know what I'm talking about. And I didn't put down like I want to get my degree in 2019, because like I said, the degree takes about 2 years. So there's no point in me putting that huge pressure or expectations on myself to be like, I'm gonna get my degree. No, I'm just going to focus on getting college credits, because that means that I'm working towards getting my degree. My other goal for 2019 is to have multiple streams of income. I know that kind of like contradicts what I said before about like staying on cash assistance and going back to college and all that. Well, I do have a blog, and then I have YouTube. So, and like I mentioned before in the comments and on video, I don't expect YouTube to really bring me any income. Majority of my income was coming from my blog and doing social media management and virtual assistants. If I get income from YouTube, cool. If I don't, that's fine. But I do want to bring in some kind of income other than cash assistance. It would be nice to just get off of cash assistance and not really have to depend on it, because it's not really enough money for a family of 7. I'd rather just make my own money instead of depending on the cash assistance. And I'm not saying that I went and go get a job, but at the same time, if I'm going to go back to school, then it's going to be kind of hard for me to work and go to school. Speaking to family and friends and everybody, they're all telling me like, it sucks trying to manage school and work, and they have kids that are way older than mine, and they're telling me, you have smaller kids, and for you to work and go to school, you're going to be exhausted and burnt out before you're done, and you're going to want to quit one or the other. They're thinking I should just choose one or the other. But if I do go back to school, I do want to find some type of way to have multiple streams of income instead of just the cash assistance. My next goal is to make memories with the kids. My birthday's coming up in January, and Usually, I never do anything on my birthday. My birthday is January 17th. Yes, I'm a Capricorn. All my Capricorns out there, hey. I usually just stay home because it's too cold. I don't like the cold. We always have the kids. Like, I don't typically like leaving my kids. I already said that before. If we do go anywhere, we usually like, we miss the kids. Let's go back home, or let's go pick up the kids. So this year, I actually want to do something for my birthday, whether if it's going bowling or going roller skating with the kids. I want to do something, or going out to eat. I don't care what it is, honestly. I'm turning 31 and I just want to do something. Something that's fun, exciting, and it's just not about me, kind of in a sense. I wanted to include everybody. I mean, the way I look at it is like, you know, it's not about me anymore. It's about the people in my life. I want to enjoy the moment, the day with the people in my life. So why not just take the kids going skating or bowling or something? I don't care what it is. Another thing that I have on my list is I have 6 months emergency funds saved. Now that will go based off of what my income is now and our bills. So say if something happened to where I were to get off of cash assistance and I was making a sufficient amount of money with the multiple streams of income, I at least want to be able to have that set up just in case, so that if our rent were to go up, then I will have the funds to be able to pay the rent in advance. That's why I have that on my list, because I want to be able to save at least a little bit of money. And next to that, I have zero debt. I have like dumb credit issues. It's nothing like I have, it's not like I went crazy and got a whole bunch of credit cards. I don't have credit card debt. I don't have car loan debt. I don't have a home loan or anything like that. So there's like really no excuse. I should have zero debt. My goal is to I have zero debt and a 700 credit score. Even if I get my credit to like 695, 685, 680, I will be content with that. I don't even know where my credit is at right now, to be honest. But I do want to work on my credit. I do want to repair it. That was one of my things that I was telling you guys before, that I want to work on my credit and eventually at some point start focusing on buying a house. Probably not this year. That's not going to be my focus, is buying a house. Maybe within the next 2.5 years, I might think about it. But for right now, I want to focus on fixing our credit, building something to where our debt to income ratio will be different. Right now it sucks. It's just how the situation is, but I do want to fix that. Another goal is I am healthy, happy, and abundant. And what I mean by that is that I am going to just focus on the good things, the positive things, the things that make me happy, whether if it's music, reading, makeup, running. I want to get back into running again. I want to work out and take care of myself and do whatever it is that makes me feel abundant, and not just abundant in money. I mean like abundant in happiness, abundant in memories, abundant in joy and peace. I know some of y'all understand what I'm saying. Another one is I am grateful and blessed for who I am, where I am, and what I have in this moment. And basically that speaks for itself. There's some things that I do desire and that I want, but I don't want to be anxious about it or feel guilty or shameful or jealous or upset because I don't have it. Or same for like who I am as a person. I worked so hard to get to where I am today, to be able to accept me for me and to be happy with who I am. It took me a long time to figure out that I'm not monogamous, that I'm pansexual. It took me a while to figure out that I don't need to conform to one race or one ethnicity. It took me a long time to accept that where I am in life is where I'm supposed to be. Sometimes I used to get upset because like, this is not where I want to be at in life. This is not the type of things that I want in my life. I'm not happy. I want to be like not so much content, but like be grateful and feel blessed that I am where I am because I have to be here because I asked for it. The reason why I say that is because I don't want to be anxious or be frustrated. That's the word. I don't want to be frustrated with where I'm not and what I don't have and what I and who I am, and because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen next week or next year. Like, who knows what's going to happen? So I just want to be grateful and blessed for this moment and be in this moment and appreciate this moment and be aware of what's going on in my life in this moment. I don't want to stress about things that I don't have or what I can't control. My next goal is I have a strong, solid relationship with my friends and family. And what I mean by that, respect, communication, boundaries, accountability, and love. Like, that's the main thing that I want with my family and friends. I have a couple of friends. It's just that that's the problem with all of us. You know, we all have kids, or for the most part, we all have kids. We all have families and jobs and responsibilities. So I'm the type of person that doesn't get upset if I don't hear from somebody right away or every day or all day. When I do get to see my friends, I want it to be where as if, you know, it's a strong, solid foundation and a relationship to where there's respect and there's communication and there's boundaries, where we both have like this understanding to know, like, you know what, girl, live your life, do you, enjoy. And when we meet up and we can bust it out and talk and laugh and catch up and then, you know, go back to your regular lives. And another one is I am at peace. That's more so with in line with my past, you know, like my childhood trauma that I spoke about before on my channel. My be at peace with the people that I'm still trying to work through to forgive. This time I made sure to bring something to drink. It's just like some things that I want to work on for myself and work on within myself, so that, you know, I'm at peace with myself and at peace with that person. So if anything, I'm not still holding on to grudges or resentment or hate, or, you know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of people say, you know, you have to forgive for yourself, but it doesn't happen overnight. You have to work on it, and it's something that you have to continue to build up and work through. And then there's times where you think you've worked through it, and no. A situation comes up, and then you're like, whoa, like, hold up. Why am I feeling this way? Because you still got some shit to work on for yourself, boom. Another one that I want to work on is something that I've been thinking about for a while, since I've been back in my hometown and also online. I have an amazing community online and within my city because I am proactive and interact with those who need support and love. And the reason why I have that is because I don't want my channel to be about drama. I don't want to be about negativity or anything like that. And I want to be able to interact with those that need the support and love. And I know a lot of people keep commenting or messaging me saying that I inspire them, I help them in some way by sharing my story. And I want to continue to do that. I want to continue to be proactive and interact with you guys. And I also want to extend that outside of YouTube. I want to do that within my community. There's so many things that's, I don't want to say wrong, but at the same time, it's a lot of shit that's wrong here. But I want to interact and be proactive within my community to build it up. I know it has nothing to do with just me. I have to go within the community and the politics and all that crap, but I know that now that I have a platform that I can use to, you know, share my story and to help other people and possibly help the people that are in power to see. And we need to change our mindset and our thought process about how we can provide support and how we can help people be better and do better. So that's one of my goals for 2019, is to be more interactive and be proactive within the community. And also with you guys, if you guys have any suggestions, you guys can message me. I have a link down below where it says that you can message me. It's like an invite on YouTube. Just click the link and then it will tell you to connect with me. And then you can just automatically message me and I'll be able to get it, whether I don't know if it works on my phone, but I think it works on my computer. Like, it will just pop up and say that somebody messaged me. So hit the link down below if you want to stay in contact with me, and if you have any ideas or suggestions on how I can be proactive and interact with you guys on a better level. I know some people said to continue to do lives. Lives are kind of hard with 5 kids, and then it's all about timing, because I know some of you guys work and I know some people are on different time zones. So doing lives, I think we're gonna have to figure out what works for everybody to be able to participate in lives. Hit that button down there in the message, hit it, invite, connect, and girl, you can message me anytime. Oh, and if you're wondering, I have a piece of paper so I can write all this stuff down because I would have forgotten. Another thing is that I am giving and supportive by raising awareness and funds to those who can benefit from my platform. And that also goes into the last goal that I have. Since I do have this platform and also my blog, and then I have like over 6,000-7,000 people on social media, I want to be able to give back. I know a lot of people might think, oh, well, you're not in a position to be able to give back. And that's true. I don't have no money to help you or help somebody. But I mean, I don't have a problem being able to give back. And even if I can't give back financially, I want to be able to use my platform and my voice to spread awareness about not just homelessness, but about people that are going through something similar, or somebody that is in a financial bind. Like any kind of awareness. I know some of you guys saw my nephew, he has cerebral palsy, and I wouldn't mind, bringing awareness to cerebral palsy and raising funds on that to be able to fund research. My mother, she had fought breast cancer twice in her life, and I've had family members that also went through it. And then I also lost a cousin to breast cancer. I want to be able to bring awareness to that and also raise funds to help find research on how we can battle breast cancer. Same thing with Leon. He has scoliosis, and I want to be able to bring awareness to that and to be able to raise funds on research for that. And then the fact that my husband is a vet, and there's so many homeless vets out there, I want to be able to bring awareness to that and to raise funds to be able to get those vets off the streets. So regardless if I don't have the funds, I have the platform to be able to bring awareness to it and possibly raise the funds to be able to help these people that need it. It's important to me, and I know to many people out there, it's possibly important to them. So we would need to work together to be able to do that. And if anybody has any ideas or anything like that, again, hit me up in the description box, hit that button, message me, and maybe we can work something out. If you're another YouTuber, maybe we can collab on something, let me know. And last but not least, this one is a little different than all my other goals. I'm more of on the spiritual side. It took me a while to figure out my beliefs. I grew up as a Baptist, and we didn't really go to church. The only time that church was ever brought up was because of discipline or punishment. So say like if I got in trouble, the only thing I could do was read a Bible or go to church on Sundays. Over the years, I did a lot of research. I was never involved in it. In all the different religions and everything that I've learned over the years. I did go to church for a while with Leon and the kids, and then we just stopped going. I did watch 3 documentaries. They're called Hidden Colors. I'm not trying to change anybody's mindset about it or anything. I'm just giving you kind of like a background on why I don't have a religion and why I don't go to church. So I did watch Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3. I believe there's like a 4th one, but I haven't watched it yet. And that kind of gave me an idea, or it kind of renaissance with me on why I felt the way I felt going to church, even as a child and as an adult. I watched it, and I don't necessarily believe in Kemet, but at the same time, I do Renaissance, and I do feel some kind of connection to it. I believe in crystals. I do have, I at some point I did own crystals. I ended up giving them to the kids because they were kind of fascinated with it. So I gave it to them, and I gave them like a book on what they are and what they're supposed to do and the purpose of them. At one point, I did have an altar. Some people might kind of think it's like a witchy kind of a thing, which I am kind of fascinated with witchy stuff, but I'm not a witch. I mean, I guess you can say it is, because I do like moon rituals and certain things, but I don't really consider myself to have a religion or affiliated with any kind of religion. I do want to start meditating again. I was really passionate and consistent with meditating, and I stopped. And I think it was because of the fact that we were so enclosed together as a family that I couldn't get myself into that headspace to be able to zen out everything around me. Now that we're in this house, it will be a little bit easier for me to be able to meditate and focus and do my breathing treatments. I know to some people, they might not think that I don't pray. I actually do pray. I believe meditating is about listening and praying is about talking. Meditating allows you to listen to the things that's going on around you, and then praying allows you to be able to express and talk and get out whatever it is that you need to get out. Sometimes I'll read Bible scriptures. I know that's weird. I know I'm all over the place with this, but like I said, I'm just trying to give you guys a little background on who I am and why I'm so weird. Sometimes I will read a Bible scripture, because sometimes, certain words do like hit you in a certain way, and you just like, wow, really? So I do sometimes read Bible scriptures. Don't think I'm against religion in any way. I just take bits and pieces of each religion and I apply it to my life. So like sometimes I may reference Buddha, and then there's times where I may reference Jesus. You never know. If you are not sure on how to write out your goals, write them out like you normally would, what it is that you want, and then I will write them out as if it's in the present tense. I highly suggest you check out the Law of Attraction Planner. Even if you're not into the Law of Attraction, it's a great book to help you map out exactly what it is that you want to accomplish for yourself. If vision boards work for you, do that. I'm not against vision boards. I've used them in the past and they've worked really well, but like I said, I've been doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, and this time I just want to try something different, and that's why I'm making the video, and hopefully putting it out there will kind of bring it all back to me and allow me to be able to manifest the things that I want to manifest for 2019. Now that I'm talking about it and speaking it into existence, it actually happens. Now all that matters is that I do the work and I actually put the legwork into it to actually make it happen. So if you find this kind of helpful, or you're just interested in some of the things that I was talking about, it was a lot that I was talking about, but like this video and share it, because it might help somebody else out that's out there that might need some kind of guidance on how to write out their goals. And then also, if somebody else might be interested in working with me on how we can be proactive in your community, or in my community, or in a cause that might be close to their heart, especially when it comes to breast cancer, veteran families, or vets, homeless vets, cerebral palsy, anything that you guys can think of, let me know. And subscribe if you haven't already. I know I say that in all my videos, but it's true. If you're watching my videos, obviously you find something interesting in me, hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys had a great holiday. Bye.